Bonjour, comment vas-tu et bienvenue à Français. Yes, Egg Chasers are in France. I'm here, I've arrived. It's absolutely boiling in Paris. It's like 7 p.m. in the evening now and it's still like 30 degrees. It's red hot. But yeah, I'm stood by a motorway in Nanterre at the minute, which is where I've just picked up my home for the next 7 weeks. This Ford Transit Nugget, and it's an absolute beauty, let me tell you. I'll be showing you around that in a minute. But this video is, I wanted to make a video, firstly to say hello and I'm in France, but mostly because while I was in the air, in the plane, turns out I land in France and the notification and all my WhatsApp groups talking about rugby are saying that Tom Curry's going to be starting for England at the weekend. What? He hasn't been involved in any of the World Cup warm-up games, and now Tom Curry set to start against Argentina. I say, why not? Roll the dice. What have you got to lose? Get the best players out on the pitch. Have I used enough cliches there? I'm really excited about this. He's one of those players, do you know what I mean? I don't really worry about Tom Curry playing himself into form. He's such a beast anyway, that just, yeah, get him on the field. Kevin Sinfield was asked in his press conference, you know, what's his status? And he said, oh yeah, he'll be fit to play if selected. The rumour mill has now started that he will be starting for England. And Kevin Sinfield also said something else in that interview, which is, which I thought was interesting. He said, the good thing about Tom Curry is he can play right across the back row. He can, he has, but was always a open side flanker, but he's been used more and more at 6 and by Eddie Jones at 8. And is he going to be filling the Billy Vunipola void and playing number 8 for England? That's what I would do even if Billy Vunipola was available, to be honest. And this is where I think some England fans might have to give a little bit of credit to Eddie Jones, because he did this years ago. And do you remember the reaction that Tom Curry playing number 8 got a few years ago? People were really unhappy about it. And maybe Eddie Jones knows things, because actually the game of rugby has moved on in the last few years, hasn't it? And this isn't a big deal. Pablo Matera is traditionally a blindside flanker, played number 8 for Argentina a lot. You've got Juan Martin Gonzalez, again, who plays for England's opposition at the weekend, Argentina, and he plays right across the back row. You've got, well, Josh van der Fleer, he can blooming play hooker for Ireland, can't he? Caelan Doris played his first ever game at open side flanker and got man of the match and was brilliant. And arguably, Ardie Savea is a better 7 than an 8 even. So I think this might be the way. And Tom Curry's definitely got the attributes. He doesn't seem to jackal and win those turnover breakdowns penalties as much anymore. And yeah, I say just get him in the team. So what do you reckon? Courtney Lawes, captain and blindside flanker. Jack Willis or Ben Earl, that'd be a call. Who would you go for in the comments? Willis or Earl, if that were the 3. And Tom Curry at number 8. Sounds good to me. And again, my expectations are relatively low with England, so why not? I just want to see the best players out there. Michael Hooper and David Pocock were doing this years ago. Right, do you want to see my home then? I've got a surprise actually with this van. It's a Ford Transit Custom Nugget, a little Westphalia adapted one. And I've got a surprise which I'll share tomorrow. I haven't got time to do it now, I want to get on the road, but it's an absolute beauty. Sorry, that's all my bags of rubbish. But that's where I'm going to sit and record some stuff. Thank you, Olivier. A nice bike. Olivier's been helping me. Thank you, Olivier. Good man. That's a nice bike. That's where I'm going to record some stuff. That is where I'm going to sleep up there. And that's where I'm going to cook up, I don't know, coq au vin, maybe. Very excited about getting on the road. I'm going to head to about halfway down France, sort of around Dijon way. I'm going to try and stop tonight in a few hours drive. And then tomorrow I will meander my way down to Marseille. Thank you very much for your support on the channel. I really appreciate it. I can't believe I'm getting tantalisingly close to 30,000 subscribers. That's blown my mind. I was at the Six Nations, I was at like 4,000. So we're going to have fun this World Cup, and I'm going to bring you with me on the journey, and I really appreciate your support. Hit like on the video, leave your comments. What do you make of Tom Curry potentially being starting again for England? Is that what you would do? Let me know, and hit subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.